Welcome, everybody, to the second symposium of the School of Engineering's Catalyst for Collaborative Solutions, and thanks everyone for coming. I'm Jennifer Widom. I'm the Dean of the School of Engineering. This is my second Catalyst Symposium, but I became Dean just before the one a year ago. Again, thanks for coming. I know, personally excited to be spending my morning here hearing about what's going to be very high-impact research. I think you'll all agree. So it promises to be an interesting and inspiring morning. I wanted to first thank the review committee in the front row. They are doing some of the hard work in figuring out which projects we're gonna be able to provide funding to. And also thanks to the advisory committee, who's also here, who has been helping shape the Catalyst program. The Catalyst program, as some of you may know, grew out of a strategic planning process that we did in the School of Engineering a couple of years ago called the SOE Future process. In that strategic planning, we acknowledged, as we already knew, that an important goal of the School of Engineering is to do research that has impact on major global problems. That wasn't new to us, but what we recognized during that process is that increasingly working on this type of problem can't be done just inside the School of Engineering. These problems nowadays require multiple disciplines, multiple perspectives from throughout the university, but also in industry and the public sector. And that's really what the Catalyst program is about. And so we launched the Catalyst for Collaborative Solutions in early 2017, so just about a year and a half ago. And the first thing that we did was held a series of workshops, and thanks to John DeBerry for spearheading the program that year, we held workshops that brought together people from across the campus. And lots of people came, and just getting people together in those workshops we thought was a big success alone, and a lot of people agreed with that. But to get faculty to do anything, there always has to be some kind of carrot. And so the carrot then, as now, is significant funding. So the workshops were aimed towards getting people to get together and create proposals, create interdisciplinary teams, and put together proposals that were committing to taking on big challenges. Challenges that, again, require expertise from beyond the School of Engineering, and also that wouldn't get funding by traditional means. So in the first year of the Catalyst, last spring, just around this time, we had 33 proposals, and they were great proposals. We evaluated them based on three metrics primarily. First of all, they had to address a pressing world challenge. Second of all, they had to take risks and explore ideas that were beyond the bounds of traditional research. And then third, and very important, was that the proposals were evaluated on how they really would foster interdisciplinary collaborations. And there's a tendency in interdisciplinary projects in the university for a few faculty to get together, make a proposal, and then just kind of chop up the funding and not really work together. So the Catalyst is really about seeing teams that truly collaborate. And so that's assessed, and I think we've been quite successful with that. So later you'll hear from the three teams that were funded last year in the first round, and I'll just summarize the three projects as global health, mental health, and ocean health. And so you'll hear about those later. So this year, we again had a series of workshops and invited proposals again. Interestingly, we again got exactly 33 proposals. I assume that's just a coincidence. A few more numbers, though. Those 33 proposals came from 137 different faculty across the university. They came from all 7 of our schools. They were fascinating, inspiring, very broad, very ambitious. It was tough, but the review committee did narrow it down to the 4 finalists that you'll hear from shortly. So we're very excited to be here, to be hosting the symposium, and I would say launching a new model for catalyzing interdisciplinary research in the university. And in fact, if any of you heard the presentation of the university's long-range plan that came out just a couple of weeks ago, you might have noticed something called Pioneer Grants as part of that plan, and Pioneer grants did evolve and were inspired by the catalyst that we introduced here in the School of Engineering. So thanks again for coming. I know you'll enjoy the morning, and I'd like to introduce Mark Horowitz, the director of the Catalyst program.